Welcome. Social media can make you really feel behind in life. Comparing yourself is so much easier now than it ever was. When I was younger, I would compare myself at school, but then I would just go home. But now it's just like, let's compare ourselves all the time. I was definitely conditioned to think that by a certain age, I really had to have my life together or like be successful. The older that I got, the more I realized, well, yeah, that didn't really happen.
When we put pressure on these two variables, success and age, I think that's exactly when we start to feel behind in life. Because I think that's actually what the definition of feeling behind in life is. Not having enough success by a certain age.
Honestly, I feel like I was just so different when I was younger that having my shit together would not really have happened. I definitely know myself way better now that I'm older and I really like her. I just can't say the same for my younger self. When you're successful at a younger age, I feel like you haven't gone through a lot of life things that many of us have gone through, like working with and for people who suck, being broke and no one hiring you, or having to suck it up when someone who is more inexperienced than you tells you what to do. When it comes to age, I feel like older people have just experienced life a lot more and seen more, depending on the person, of course, because there's a lot of people out there who are older and have lived in a box their whole lives. I do think like the older you get, the more well-rounded you become, because when I was younger, I was definitely a very different person, and only with time have I really been able to develop into who I am now. I think that's why it can be hard to connect with younger, successful creators, because it can be harder to relate. Tati actually recently came back, and I was so surprised when she posted because I really thought she threw in the towel after everything that happened to her. But oh my god, I forgot how much I missed watching an older woman, because I definitely used to watch her a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like watching older women because it gives me something to look forward to, and it's cool to see someone who's older, successful, and just really living their best life. Speaking of cancel culture, when you're young, you make a lot of mistakes. I know I definitely did. We all have, but to have the whole internet watch you and call you out on it is too crazy, right? I don't think anybody can handle that at any age, but to have that happen to you at such a young age is just, I think that would take such a toll on you.
And when you feel violated of your privacy, like you're being spied on and you're blackmailed, and then people are harassing you in this really graphic nature, and you're getting a barrage of detailed death threats, let me tell you, you lose sleep.
Most of the people I follow are older than me. I feel like society has this backwards ideal that things can only happen to you when you're young, which I definitely do not agree with, because the older I've gotten, the more I realize I was like, I like this. This is pretty great. I've also had time to build really good relationships, you know, relationships that are not based on likes and followers. I feel like when you're successful at a younger age, it can be really hard to make friends because you're not sure who's just there to get something out of you. Since for me, I've really had time to really develop my relationships, I know who the real ones are. Watch very carefully how people react to you when you follow your dreams, and remember the ones who cheer you on and the ones who don't. I've had a lot of time to also do a lot of self-work, which I had no interest in when I was younger. When I was younger, the only thing I was interested in was making money and spending it. I work so much harder now on my inner world. Prior to that, all I cared was about like external things, and I had a lot of ego. You know, that's probably why I cared so much about external things, actually. I definitely thought I knew everything, and even like looking back at my younger self, oh god, I could definitely see how unsure I was and how I did not know how to stand on my own 2 feet. Quarantine really was the catalyst for my healing and rebuilding. Spending so much time with myself, I realized, wow, I really like myself. It's all a mindset shift. You just gotta figure out how to take the years that you spent on this earth and use it to your advantage. That's why I always reference bartending in my videos, because I spent the last 10 years working in customer service, so I know what it's like to get shitted on. But at the same time, if I did not work in customer service, you know what else I would not have learned? Patience, compassion, social skills, like insight on just like life. You really gotta trust the timing of your life, and that's something I firmly believe in. And if you're older, it can be very much an advantage, not a disadvantage.
You're quite different from other people, and you shouldn't be comparing yourself to them because they're not like you. You know, they don't have your family. They don't have your temperament. They don't have your troubles. They don't have your abilities.
You can do anything, and it's so crazy how you surprise yourself the older you get, and you're like, oh my god, wow. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you. Bye.